Hi Virgo, this will be your second week of March video. So we are going to first look at love, and then briefly we will look at single Virgos, and then after that we will look at work and career also. So we'll start off with love, and we will see kind of who you are dealing with in your love situation. Okay, we'll look at them first. Okay, Virgo, please. Man, these cards are hard to handle. All right, let's see. Virgo. No, show me Virgo's partner first. Show me who Virgo is dealing with in love. Virgo's partner, please, in love. Show me where they are. Virgo's partner in love. Oh. Okay. Okay, High Priestess, Justice, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is a really nice energy, Virgo. Okay, you have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, so we'll see. That could be like, it might take a little while. This person might be a little slow. That could be, or that could be you too, because sometimes my Hanged Man card is Virgo. I know it's not traditionally, but I have like certain ones that I go with my cards, so definitely could be dealing with the Pisces too. Let's see, Libra, maybe Sagittarius, all kinds of different people here. But anyway, so High Priestess, interesting. So I feel like who you are dealing with is very super intuitive, like really, really intuitive. Beautiful too. She has a very, very nice, serene face. Now, I don't know if you're a male Virgo watching this, you know, or female, you know, whatever it may be. I do feel like feminine energy from this, very pretty type card. And we have a female here also with the Justice card. Again, Libra is factored here. But it's nice. Like, this is really balanced energy. Whoever this is, it's like it's a very nice flowy energy. They have the Two of Cups, so I feel like they really think they have a connection with you. And the Justice card being the number 11, you know, 1 and 1, and the High Priestess is the number 2. You know, so it's like I really feel like this is like kind of meant to be. This is a good connection. You know, it's like this person. You know, I mean, the Two of Cups. The 2 with the High Priestess. The High Priestess too is sometimes a card to me of things that are already kind of written in the stars. You know, it's like it's kind of it may not happen exactly, you know, the way the universe, you know, but the universe has this plan for you. All right, what you do with it, it may be different, but like it's there. So you kind of, you know, work on it from there. So I really like this. I think this is really, really nice energy for you guys. So let me see where you are at with this. Virgo, where is Virgo? Are they feeling this, or is this all in this person's? Let's see what's going on, Virgo. I hope so. This is a really nice energy. Virgo. Virgo, where's Virgo? Virgo. Okay, there it is. Takes me a second sometimes. Oh, right. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Okay, oh, good. You have the Fool card, the Emperor, nice. And Transformation, very nice. Okay, you have the 8 of Coin at the bottom of the deck too. The 9 of Coin kind of fell out. All right, so we have the 8 and 9 of Coin at the bottom of the deck is the way we'll leave that. Okay, so it does match. This is really, really nice. Okay, so, and you could be dealing with a Leo, all right? We have the Emperor card here with a lion sitting on top, right? So even though the card is for Aries, this particular one is showing a lion. So the Fool card, although you do have 2 cards of Aries, so it definitely could be an Aries as well. Transformation, very nice. Okay, so the Fool card, the Emperor, and Transformation. This is very good energy. The only thing I will say is this person, you know, definitely wants balance in the relationship, okay? And you, Virgo, you're, with the Emperor, you might feel like one or the other, like they are just a little bit wanting to take too much control, or set the directives a little bit too much, or it could be the other way around. They might feel that way about you. You might feel that way about them. A little bit of that. But I still think it's a good match. All right, for the most part, it's very good. The Fool card, fantastic. I feel like this is like a clean slate for you. It feels innocent, light, very nice. And but where it counts, like down the center, it's grounded, it's structured, so that I think is good. And then we have this transformation card. So I feel like it's transforming into something much nicer. I feel like, too, with the 8 and 9 of coin, because the 8 of coin was the one that was at the bottom. The 9 of coin was just kind of a card that fell out loosely there. So the 8 of coin also is, to me, with this like kind of like cello type instrument, it makes me think when I look at it like the strings like vibrating like harmoniously, how tones vibrate to tones, that's what this card makes me think of when I see it. So I think that's really nice too. You have some roots here that are growing from this like vibration. So, really, really beautiful cards for you guys. Let's see, World card underneath. Okay, good. Yeah, very nice. Very, very good cards for you guys. I feel like this is at least, it's a week-long reading. So, I don't know if that extends throughout the whole, relationship or anything like that. But I do feel like for the week at least, but I do feel like a good energy from it. I think it feels nice. Okay, so very good. All right, let's look at single Virgos. Single Virgos. What is going on with single Virgos? Okay, let's see, what is it? Second week of March. The second week of March for single Virgos, please. Single Virgos. Single Virgos. Single Virgos. Single Virgos. Single Virgos, please. Single Virgos. Okay. All right. Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Okay. With the Lover's card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this could definitely be somebody returning that you have already known, something like that. Not necessarily. There's a couple ways we'll look at this, but it could be likely. A few different signs that stick out right away. We have Leo, we have Scorpio, and we have Gemini with the Lover's card. There's also Earth and energy right in between. So I feel like somebody is coming towards you. The Six of Wands, all right? So the Six of Wands is, they're a little cocky sometimes, a little, not arrogant necessarily, sorry, crosswatchers, but they kind of ride a high horse, but for a reason, because they kind of are that, they kind of know that, right? Okay. So the Page of Pentacles, I feel like they're interested in taking this and seeing where it might grow, okay? And I feel like you've already been out with this person, because the Page of Pentacles isn't really my asking out on a date card. It could be, it's possible, but they're definitely studying you, is what I feel, for sure. Okay. They may be asking you out too, I can't really tell, but it's a little slow in its progression, but they're coming, with the Six of Wands here. Now the Six of Cups, that's interesting. You have two sixes flanking, so that's nice. That's a good balance. Okay, so I mean, we've got fire and water here. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. What you have another six. Oh, all right. Interesting. Okay, never mind. Three sixes. Run, Virgo. No, I'm teasing. But sixes are harmony, they're balanced. So I think this is good because fire and water can actually work. They're typically not favorable, but the way the diagrams are set up, they actually form a diamond. So they can work if they're like if they have a good foundation, which you may have with this Page of Pentacles. So I do like this. I just think, that it may be somebody from the past, or it could be that the person reminds you of someone from the past also. So if it's not somebody coming back around, it could be somebody new. And I don't get the sense of like they're coming back around like, oh, hey, Virgo, what's up? They just want to hook up and they're going to split again. I don't get that sense. I really don't. I think this is sincere. And it feels like they are like maybe even bringing you some sort of like little gift, like in this, they're handing the person a flower, and it's innocent type energy. So I do like it. I think it has potential with the Page of Pentacles. If somebody doesn't ask you out this week, I feel like they're definitely studying who you are, like where you come from, and not in a creepy way, like in an interested way. Like they're trying to find out like what makes you you, and that's pretty cool, right? So all right, so it looks good, and you have the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck. So I figure eventually you guys probably will have something going on there. All right, so let's see. Work and career for Virgo. 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 Second week of March. Okay. Two more, guys. Two more. Second week of March. And here it is. Okay. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. My God, there's so much fire energy here. Let's see. Okay. Four of Coin, King of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Swords. Okay, it's going to be complicated because we got a lot of people in this going on. All right, Four of Swords and Five of Swords. All right, so you do have the Chariot card at the bottom, so I do believe you will be victorious eventually in this situation, but it might take a little time. All right, so what I feel here with the Ten of Swords, I don't sense this is a firing. Because I just don't. I mean, for some of you, it might be, but if so, you'd probably know it's coming. Like, I don't know. I don't see the Tower card or things like that or sudden shocks. So even though the Ten of Swords can very much mean that, a firing, I really don't see that. I see, like, a hit to the ego, unfortunately. Like things, like you were kind of like cream of the crop, that sort of thing with the Six of Wands, kind of like you were the one that like people come to and have the respect and admiration for. And I'm not saying you're losing your respect or admiration or any of that in that sense. I feel like you're taking a hit though in that department. Like it's maybe somebody else has come along that challenges you, and kind of, it's like the new shiny person maybe comes along, and people flock to them, instead of you, or, so it's like, it's just like a little hit to the ego is kind of what I feel. All right. But not, I mean, Virgos, you guys are wise. It's not like that is who you are anyway, but it does, I mean, let's face it. I mean, any human being, that does kind of suck, I mean, when we get a little bit of a, of a blow that way. All right. So that part, I think it's going to be a little tough. I think somebody's here to challenge you, is what I think, with the Five of Swords as your outcome. You have a lot of people in the spread, so it's a general reading. I can pretend to know who they are, but I mean, really, it could be these could be bosses, these could be business partners, these could be clients. We have the King of Cups, we have the King of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands. So, not really sure who's who. I can say, I do feel like the Queen of Wands is at your foundation. So I feel like this person will be like supportive for you. So the Queen of Wands, I mean, that could be you, finding creative solutions out of something, whatever this Ten of Swords moment is, or this could be someone that is like a boss or peer or something like that, that it has creative solutions to things. All right. So I do see that you will be working with people for creative ways. All right. Because I feel like you really want to hold on to what you have and your stability here. And you don't want to take a hit like this. You want to hold on to what you've got and keep it and not, because this might affect your finances maybe in some way with the Ten of Swords and kind of not being the head honcho kind of anymore, that sort of thing. So you do have the King of Cups in the near future. So, I mean, this could be maybe you coming back, into the good graces because of whatever this was that happened. And whatever happened might not even be your fault. I'm not, I don't know what it is, the Ten of Swords. That's just kind of the first thought that came to my mind. Because the Six of Wands is confident and recognized and accredited and all this kind of stuff. So with the Ten of Swords over that, it makes me feel like there's a part of that that's lost. That kind of you kind of get stabbed in the back is kind of what I'm thinking here, because that's kind of what the picture is. So the King of Cups, I don't know if these are good kings or bad kings, because somebody's challenging you. And you have the King of Swords. The Queen of Wands, I don't think is challenging you. I don't think that. I think the Queen of Wands works for you, is what I'm feeling. Let me put a card on the King of Cups. The King of Cups is usually the one at, whoever, like in whatever work capacity you're dealing with. The King of Cups is usually the one that is very sort of a little gregarious. They have like the funny story around the office. That may or may not be funny or relevant. It might have been relevant in 1962, but but they're fun, they're likable, but they got their own agenda, too. So that's kind of the way I see them around the workplace. The King of Swords is very cerebral, to the point, blunt, all of those types of things. So you have both of those in your reading. The King of Cups. So the Nine of Coin. So the King of Cups could be, sometimes the Nine of Coin to me is a little bit nonchalant, a little bit lackadaisical. They like luxurious things, that sort of thing. I don't know, that kind of comes to mind. But it can also be a pay increase. This could be the person who is challenging you. Let me look at the King of Swords. Sorry, it's just a difficult reading that it's like hard to grasp. When I see like a whole bunch of people come out, which does happen a lot in career readings, it's just like if I'm not talking to you personally, like I don't know who these people are. So it's a general reading. I don't know. Could be a client you're gonna have next week. I have no clue. All right, the Empress. All right, so the King of Swords has the Empress and the Star. So I feel like the King of Swords, they are looking to expand and to grow. Queen of Swords here, the Fool, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Coin. So I feel like this is the one who challenges you is probably the King of Cups. Okay, so that's kind of probably who you're angry at, is what I'm thinking. The King of Swords is very blunt and to the point, and it seems like they want to expand like things and grow things. So I don't think that they're a hindrance or that they are the ones challenging you. Let's see. The King of Cups sometimes can be a drinker too. Like, they kind of, and it's not like secret, you know, it's like they're drinkers, and that's kind of it. So that could be, um, see, Five of Swords. Why do you have the Five of Swords? The Three of Cups. Okay, and we have three people in this. All right. Okay. So I think I think it's the King of Cups that challenges you. I think that's it. I think that they could be sort of like, it may seem to you like everything comes easy to them. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think, and maybe it does, you know, because I've met people like that. It's like where I don't know, it's like some kind of weird thing. It's like they kind of just come out smelling like roses, kind of deal. Like the Flashman books. I brought those up in one of the other videos, I think. I don't know if you've ever read that book series, Flashman by George MacDonald Fraser, and he's like this character scoundrel, but it's like no matter what he does, he just smells like a rose. You know, comes out smelling like a rose. So it could be like that's the way you perceive this person. I'm not saying they are that way because I don't know. I don't really get that sense, but they could be that way. They could be just very taking things very casually, whereas you're taking things very hard. So, and you want more of a response from them, but their response is just sort of casual. And I think this frustrates you and gets you upset. The only thing I would can be concerned about is with the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups is a lot of times is about like social networking or networking with your clients or business outings, things like that. And with the Five of Swords, you know, if you're out at like business lunch or business office party or just hanging out at the office or something like that on a social level, I would say be careful of your words because you might come off, um, you know, showing your bitterness towards this person, and that might not be good. Or it could be the other way around. They could be doing that with you. All right. So in some situation where they might be being smug or something with you in a situation. But honestly, I feel like it feels ego-ish to me. And I feel like if anybody can navigate this, it's a Virgo because you guys are, you have that like innate wisdom and you know how to navigate that, right? So I don't think, you know, I think you can take something like this and look at it and go, is that just me? And, you know, like, do I wish I were that one that's getting all the attention? You know, I think you're good at looking at that stuff and being realistic with yourself, right? And you're typically not like egoist type people. So I don't think that this is that so much, but in a way, and I know this is kind of like a you know hard. I'm trying to say it nicely, you know, but I do feel like this person challenges your sense of ego, and that it might be like you guys just will not click, and kind of have some arguments here or struggles or you know a little bit of back and forths. Could come out in a social setting also, so heads up on that. Your card is at the bottom, so I feel like you need to, you know, kind of exercise that kind of wisdom with this. And, you know, it may not be your fault. This person may provoke you, you know, and just to see, because they know, you know, they might be trying to purposely provoke you. So be aware of that as well. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. Looks interesting. We'll see how that plays out. If you like this video, let me know in the comments or throw out a like or something like that. All those types of interactions help my channel, and I appreciate it. And most of all, have a fantastic week. And I will see you back for the next weeklies or the dailies, whichever comes first. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.